What's up everybody, Crypto Noah back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you my step-by-step take profit strategy on how you can turn a $50,000 investment into Chainlink into $325,000. If you like this kind of content, I ask that you subscribe, drop a comment, drop a like, share with another link marine. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. I do have to say first, this video should not be taken as financial advice. Consult with your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. This video is for your education purposes only. All right, so like I said, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to turn 50K into 325K invested into Chainlink. At the end, I'm also gonna show you my yield farming strategy, or how you can come up with your own so that you can accumulate as much link passively before it reaches the top so that you'll have more to sell. All right, so let's get started. So guys, I'm not gonna waste time in this video explaining exactly what Chainlink is. Me and one of my partners made an in-depth video on Chainlink covering literally everything you need to know, all the way down to the tokenomics. So if you want to watch that, and I even covered some yield farming at the end of that one, feel free to give that one a watch. And I do have to admit, I'm wearing the exact same shirt in the other video. But really quickly, Chainlink is a Oracle provider. An Oracle is like a bridge, and this bridge allows traditional databases to talk to blockchains. A lot of people think like, oh, all these banks are going to come on chain. Yeah, they are, but they're going to connect to what they already have been using for the past 50, 75 years. They're not just going to start over from scratch. Just like when the internet came about, they didn't throw away all their documents. They put those documents on the internet, and now they're going to connect whatever they're using with the internet, their traditional databases, to an Oracle, so they can come on chain and not have it be inconvenient, and they can get the benefits of the blockchain without the downfalls because they still have what they were using before. So Chainlink was around the last bull market. I have been buying Chainlink since it was like 98 cents, a little less, and I wish I would have just stuck to my guns and, you know, went more all in. But, you know, if you want a video on that, I made a video on asset diversification anyway. So let's get right into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the take profit strategy. So I think that Chainlink can reach a $75 billion market cap, and that will be a 9x from the current price levels. Let's look at some metrics here. All right, guys, so here we are over here on CoinGecko. You can see the current market cap is 8.3 billion, right? And if you click max, you click market cap, you can see at the last bull market, they hit a $22 billion market cap. So in order for them, like I said, to hit a $75 billion market cap, that's almost a 9x from here. Why do I think that can happen? Well, one, Chainlink doesn't have, their closest competitor is miles away. They're even gonna offer, and we didn't talk about this in a video, Oracle as a service. So almost allowing you to, like, just like Amazon allows you to have your own Amazon stores, they're going to allow you through like some kind of franchise model to have your own Oracle as a provider. So if you want to provide oracles for the weather, or you want to provide oracles for tokenized water bottles on chain, if you want to provide oracles for whatever it is off chain coming on chain, you can specialize in whatever kind of oracle you want to provide. And obviously Chainlink gets a cut, but they're creating like a really, really strong moat around their business. And they have competitors in a lot of different industries. And if you, I don't know if you guys ever paid attention, but that's the way that most monopoly businesses get away with being monopolies. They're like, oh no, we don't monopolize it. Like Google, they have tentacles in a lot of different places. They're doing search engine, they're doing Google Docs, like they have all of these different products, but it really kind of all boils down to the search. Like that was their main thing. Anyway, I digress. All right, guys, so this is my take profit strategy for a $50,000 investment into Chainlink, and it's extremely, extremely simple. All right, so like I said, current market cap is 8.3 billion, estimated market cap is 75 billion. I honestly think that it can hit $100 billion, but as you'll see here, the take profit strategy is set up to where whether if it does or doesn't, we're still gonna be able to scoop up some good amount of cream off the top. All right, so let's start from the top here. Current holdings 50K. My first take profit is when it does a 2.5x from here. And that would actually bring it to right around the previous all-time high at $52.19. That's gonna bring the market cap from 8.3 billion to 22 billion, and that's gonna turn my 50K into 125K. At this point, I'm gonna take out 25K in profits. Now, if you watch my other take profit videos, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why didn't you take out 50K in profits? You always say that you want to be playing with house money, you know, as quickly as possible. Well, the reason why is because you can never be too sure on anything, but I am pretty fucking sure that Chainlink is going to blow past their previous all-time highs. But I do feel like once it gets to that level, a lot of traders are going to be looking at it. They're going to be taking profits at that level. So I'm taking a little bit before. Also, I think that when it dips, if it dips, it'll allow me the opportunity to buy back in. So I'll probably take 15K or so and put it back in if it goes, if it drops back down to, I don't know, like 40 something, high 40s, mid 40s, definitely low 40s. All right. So now I got 25K in profits. I have $100,000 left in Chainlink. My second take profit is when they do a 3x. That's going to bring the price from $52 to $156.57. And that's going to bring the market cap to $66 billion. So at this point, my 100K is going to be worth 300K. And now I'm going to take out $225,000 in profits. So I have 250K in profits and I have $75,000 left in the position. So now guess what? I just turned $50,000 into $325,000 if you add these two numbers together. So now you're probably thinking, well, what are you going to do with the remaining 75K? Well, the more the price goes up, I don't know what can happen with this bull run. People are calling for a recession in the next 6 to 12 months. The stock market's in an all-time high. The Fed is saying that they imagine they're going to do 3 rate cuts this year starting in March. The market thinks they're going to do 6. So I don't know what's going to happen in the market. But what I do know is the more it goes up, the closer it's getting to the top. And it can drop at any moment, no matter how good an asset is. Apple, Google, Amazon, like all these companies had major drops, and now they're still one of the most valuable companies in the world. So at that point, I'm going to take 25% in profits every time there's a 25% increase. All right. And now something that's important to keep in mind, there are 2 kinds of take profits as a general rule. The one that I'm showing you here, where you're taking profits when certain prices are reached, but there are also time-based take profits. So I would recommend, and I'm doing this myself as well, have Chainlink as a part of your long-term portfolio and have some Chainlink there that you don't plan on touching for 10, 20 years. And that would be a good idea to like stake your link doing single-side staking. Even if it's 5, 10, 20% APR, after 10 years, that's going to be a lot. You're going to be compounding that too. The reason why I say that is because I genuinely in my heart feel like Chainlink can be a $1 trillion market cap crypto. Like I think it's going to be in the top 5, like in the next few decades. All right, like this is the plumbing of crypto. Crypto and traditional finance can't talk to each other without an oracle. And Chainlink is the major oracle provider and have been for years. And I don't see that trend slowing down whatsoever. They're only growing their moat larger. All right, now that we went over to take profit strategy, let's look at this yield farming strategy so you can see how to accumulate as much link passively as you can before the bull market. All right, guys, so here we are at the Chainlink chart. And just so you guys know, I have my take profits on my chart, so I don't even have to think about it, right? I got the first one here and the other one at 156 is up here. So I don't even have to use my emotions at all. You want to use your emotions when you're coming up with your take profit strategy, not when it's time to take profits. You want to just follow your plan. All right. Now, for yield farming, you see these 2 green lines here? I'd say this is a good range to provide liquidity in, and I'm doing this. And the reason why is because, you've heard me say it. The longer the base, the higher the chase. Like you see how it consolidated here for a long time and exploded up? That applies the same way to the downside. It's hitting this resistance, bouncing. And I think we're going to come back down at least to our 62 EMA, which is where I have this green line. So you can use something like Aperture that allows you to pick a price level so that once it's hit, you're taken out of the pool. So you can literally make passive income to buy the dip, right? And hey, if the dip doesn't get bought, you're already entering when you're at around like 90 something percent USDC. So if it goes out of range, you were already in USDC anyway, so you still made some fees. And I wouldn't do this with all of your link, but I would do this with some of it. So let's see how much we would have made in the last 60 days if we provided liquidity in this range. We head over to Builder Metrics. I already inputted the ranges here. So all you do is copy these here, 10.03 and 16.36. That's the price. And this is on Ethereum. You can look on Arbitrum, Optimism, like on all the chains that you would be interested in providing link on, but I just did it for ETH just to show you guys. You could have been getting a 46% APR and you could have made $784 in USDC and $215 in link with a $1,000 deposit. You can extrapolate that with whatever your price is. It shows the risk level here, which is low, and the volume to TVL ratio, which is pretty good. Now, another thing to keep in mind, like I say in all my videos, if I can get a better return with lower risk, I'm going to do that. A good benchmark to look at that from is Ethereum. And that's why I use these price ratios. I want to see how Chainlink has been performing against Ethereum. all right? Because I think in the next bull market, ETH's gonna do a 3 to 5x. But like I said, I think Chainlink can do a 9 to 12x. So you can see in the bull market, Chainlink outperformed ETH by a large margin, pretty much by 1,000% from bottom to top. I can't say it's gonna do that this time, but I'm not gonna say I know, but I feel like it's gonna outperform it. And we're finally above our 62 EMA. We retested it as support as well as our 200-day. So it could be off to the races. However, I have this purple line set up because this is the range that I'm in because, like I said, I think we have one more major correction because the Bitcoin ETF has not been performing like we thought, you know, amongst other things that I talk about in our macro videos on our Know It Owls YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe there if you haven't already. But I think when that correction happens, if it does, I think Chainlink is going to correct more than ETH. Like I just showed you guys the chart where it was bouncing against the resistance. So I think we're going to be in this range for a little bit here. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to set other ranges and tranches here, maybe here at this level here. And now you're effectively getting paid to take profits in Ethereum. And you can use builder metrics as well. You just copy and paste these numbers for Link ETH on whatever chain that you want to provide liquidity for Link ETH on. Guys, if you got value from this video and you want to learn how to conduct proper fundamental and technical analysis so that you can operate like a professional yield farmer, just like I show you these strategies on this channel, head over to knowitowls.xyz or just book a free strategy session in the description. We have our Know It Owl Academy that literally covers everything you need to know in order to be a successful yield farmer, trader, investor. We go over mindset, chart mastery so you can master your entries and your exits, Web3 and DeFi fundamentals so you can know how this Web3 system is going to mix and connect with Web2, or at least our thoughts on it. Security practices so you can minimize your risk of being hacked. I've never been hacked and I've been degenning since 2017, although I'm not as degen anymore. Degen at heart, but just not as much with my actions. And then our advanced yield farming course that covers every strategy that you can deploy so that you can always find a strategy that is in line with your risk tolerance and personality. After you go through the course, you get access to me and our team, our coaches, via strategy calls, Q&As, where we answer your questions, show you our strategies, and even give you our buy and sell calls. So like I said, guys, if you got value from this video, I ask that you consider subscribing, not just here, but also to Know It Owls as well. We give a more macro, granular view of the markets. This channel is more strategy and protocol specific. Drop a comment, drop a like. Let me know what project you want me to cover next, what take profit strategy you want me to show you guys next. And with that, I thank you guys so much for watching. I love every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and trade safe.